The first ride section of a Monsters, Inc. suspended roller coaster is taking shape, as new details are being revealed today for the Monstropolis land coming to Hollywood Studios. We have confirmation of the land's story, the city's future icons, and how leftover parts of the Muppets area are being reused. Plus, Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets has officially opened and more. Let's dig into all of that, as well as a full construction report in today's news update. Construction on a massive indoor roller coaster at Disney's Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World continues at a consistent pace. Intricate steel framing has been added for what is most likely the first scene of this new Monsters, Inc. suspended roller coaster, with openings along the ceiling coming out of the load station. Near the front of the future Monstropolis city-themed land, where the former Muppets courtyard area once was, new forms are being created. This will become an entry gate welcoming humans into the monster world for the first time. New details about the story for the land are being revealed today, including exactly why the monster world is okay with having humans walking around. Disney says that now that Monstropolis runs on laughter and not fear, a new Department of Human Relations was formed, as in the relationship between monsters and humans. And today we'll be visiting the city on Human Day, a celebration with a purpose. Human Day stands for Humans Understand Monsters Are Nice, and will be like a cultural exchange introducing humans to life inside Monstropolis while helping the monsters discover that humans aren't so frightening either. We will get to explore the city, meet its citizens, taste unique cuisine, and step into the everyday world of monsters. The land will be quirky and character-filled, just like we've seen in the original movie. And the story elements of Human Day, including how the monster residents feel about it, will be partly told in the headlines of the Monstropolis Horn, the city's official newspaper. Taking a closer look at construction around the site, thanks to aerial photography by BioReconstruct on social media and YouTube, we can get our best look yet at the many roller coaster supports being installed for the door coaster. Scene 1, which is where we believe this section to be, will have two separate tracks coming out of the load station before converging into one. The gray steel seen intertwined with the taller supports represents the two entryways into Scene 1 coming from the station. Trains will have been raised up at this point. They will load at ground level, but then be lifted up to the ceiling like the door conveyance system lifts the doors in the films and series. Here is a closer look at the supports for the right track, curving around to the left, before it converges with the other track. Here's a look at the official model for this attraction, showing this part of the ride where the tracks merge before entering the door vault, the largest part of the attraction at the back of the building. Looking to the staging site for the coaster, located behind Epcot's World Showcase, we can spot possible passageway frames lying on the ground wrapped in plastic. Perhaps these forms could be doorways for the trains to pass through, like from load to Scene 1, and again from Scene 1 into the door vault. Just to the side of Scene 1, outside of the main building, conduit connections are being installed in the ground. This could become the coaster's future maintenance bay. Looking to the ride's load station, what appear to be two elevator shafts are being built now. The future Monsters, Inc. factory facade and queue areas will be built where the sand is now. New structural connections have been installed here since our last update. Looking over to construction happening within Monstropolis, foundations are being created for the future facade of Harryhausen's. This location is now confirmed by Disney to become Harryhausen's, the fancy restaurant seen in the first film. Some leftover theming from the exterior of the former Mama Melrose can be seen on the side of the building, like this Mona Lisa painting. I was actually given a tour of the construction site recently and got to stand inside of the former Pizza Rizzo, which is now completely stripped of all of its Muppet theming. I was able to see the future Monstropolis site from the second-level balcony with views straight into the future Harryhausen's restaurant, which is essentially empty for now. While on the tour around the site, we learned other new details and even got to look at yet-to-be-released concept art. One piece of art showed what will be located on the back side of the former Muppet Vision Theater. The back wall will feature theming to make it appear as a train station, now that it will be visible to guests who are exiting the ride and heading back toward the land. We learned that many of the facades and fake businesses within the land will be based on industries that exist to support the Monsters, Inc. factory. Imagineers worked closely with the filmmakers at Pixar to expand the world, which will create facades for things like a company that make laugh canisters used at the factory. Storefronts that line the main pathway will recreate Mike and Sully's walk to work from the original Monsters, Inc. film. This clip from the film features some landmarks already visible in the official concept art, but many of the facades are obstructed from view due to the angle of the art. Monstrous storefronts and windows like the ones shown here may make appearances along this path. This includes Mike and Sully's apartment itself, so we can recreate their walk to work ourselves when heading toward the ride. We can even see Mike Wazowski's car parked out in front in one of the official pieces of concept art for the new land. The front of the future Glob Theater continues to be refreshed from its former Muppet Vision appearance, redoing exterior elements while retaining much of the original structure. One piece of art that was released today is a logo for the city of Monstropolis. It features the 3 main locations that have been officially announced for the land so far: the Harryhausen's restaurant, the Monsters, Inc. factory, and the Glob Theater. Concrete forms have been prepared for the pouring of new planter walls and entrance gate pedestals at the very front of the land along Grand Avenue. Here is how this angled entry into the new area will look according to official concept art. There are still more questions we need answers for, like what will become of the former Pizza Rizzo location. The good news is, from what I saw walking through the site, it certainly appears as though the space will be reutilized as another quick service. And maybe I'm reading into it, but the concept art that I saw for the city facades made it appear as though this would remain a pizza or Italian restaurant, just a little bit monstery. We'll just have to wait and see. Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets has officially opened, after an incredibly quick 3-month turnaround since the original version closed back in March. The new version features 5 new song recordings by the Electric Mayhem, with complete randomization on every train now. An element of the new pre-show is also randomized, featuring different Muppet characters in the middle of the sequence.
Traffic is so bad it'd be faster to waka waka!
The heckler dialogue from the Statler and Waldorf animatronics sitting along the ride's final brake run is also randomized, with many phrases as Easter eggs for the former Muppet Vision 3D show.
Do we have time to go to the bathroom before the next song?
We can't, you old fool! We're bolted to the seats!
And the ride is chock full of Easter eggs throughout the queue, pre-show, post-show area, and gift shop, and of course on the ride. One Easter egg is a sign with the silhouette of Waldo and the literal words obligatory Easter egg. Another great nod to what had come before is a recreation of the old Pizza Rizzo sign. This iconic billboard has been lovingly recreated in the cartoony style of Rock and Roller Coaster, as if it's always been here on the ride. It's good to see Disney paying tribute to this former landmark, which may have otherwise been lost to time. Fans have shown their love of the sign, which reads, "It's Rat Pizza," with at-home recreations, fan art, and even a light-up chipboard on Etsy. For the first time in a long time, the new version of the coaster also brought back Muppets merchandise to Hollywood studios, with all new plush now for sale and much more. Outside, the nearby food truck has been converted into Food by Swedish Chef, featuring a new menu with items like Waka Walking Nachos, Churro Drumstick, and the Mayhem Soft Serve Float. Personally, I'll stick with Pizza Rizzo Express, nearby on Sunset Boulevard, also known as Catalina Eddie's, serving much of the same food as Rizzo's had before. Before we go, a special thanks to Light Rides by Amusement Labs for the incredible light-up Pizza Rizzo sign. I keep mine on my desk connected by USB to power its over 1,000 tiny LEDs, which animate just like the real sign used to. Get yours from Amusement Labs on Etsy, link in the description. And thanks again. For more info on both Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets and the new mission on Smuggler's Run, check out my recent vlog on the other channel, Park Stoppers, where we post in-park on-the-ground updates. And consider joining our Patreon for behind-the-scenes posts, patreon.com/themeparkstop. Thanks for watching. See you next time.